Hey everyone, so I was just driving around, figured I'm going to try and get some acceleration videos. There's a lot of traffic, surprisingly, for 9 o'clock in the morning on a weekend, but it's a nice day. Always, more often than not, a nice day in Florida, so anyways, I figured I'd also say a couple things that annoy me, I guess, but expected, at least one of them. So the other thing is something you wouldn't think about, but the windows, I had a Challenger before this, 2015, and the windows on this are so much bigger that they get a lot more air. I don't know, you can probably hear it on the video, but also it's, messes up my hair. Not that I have long hair, but I like to drive to work with the windows open to get there with a windswept hair, so it's fun. Just interesting that was not a problem on my Challenger. Much smaller windows, height-wise, I guess that must be it, or an angle of the car. A positive, though, of the Charger over the Challenger is that when you use the windshield washer, as I just have, there are lips on the side of the car, on the A-pillars, and they catch the water from coming into the window. That's something that the Challenger didn't have. It actually had flush A-pillars with the windscreen. So anytime you wash the windows with wash the windscreen with the windows down, you ended up getting a face full of window washer fluid. So I guess there's pros and cons with anything. I'm not sure why that was the design on the Challenger they used, but I personally don't think it looked any better. I mean, it was sleeker, maybe. This looks great, and it solves that problem, which was a very weird problem and annoying problem to have. But and then the other thing I wanted to say was that when using Android Auto, I made an Android Auto video, and that itself is very nice on the car. The Android Auto bit on the phone is less nice because it actually takes away your ability to use the phone. So, not that you should be using it when you're driving, but it would be nice to let somebody else in your car use it while it's connected. I can't imagine that it's something to do with the phone not being strong enough. I think it's just poor software utilization by Google. I mean, I use a Galaxy S8, which is among the more powerful phones, and I've also used it to stream stuff from my phone to a TV and do other stuff, so I can't imagine it's not strong enough. But so that's something to take note of, I would say, because it is a bit annoying that you can't use your phone when it's connected to Android Auto, even if you switch off the screen in the car for a second. As long as it's connected, if you have Android Auto installed and activated, it's going to take away your phone's ability to be used. I've had a couple times where I was able to glitch it out of it, like if someone sends a message and I click on the screen before unlocking it, and then I unlock it, it'll go to the messages, which is nice. But I wish and hope that that's something that they update in future versions of Android Auto, which maybe they will. I don't think it has anything to do with the car. It's just a noteworthy thing, not having nav in this model, opting for it because of Android Auto. It's I wouldn't mind using Android Auto all the time, but I'm dissuaded from doing the Android Auto with Waze all the time. But I'm dissuaded from doing that because it takes away my phone. So on a couple like 2-minute journeys, I'm not going to plug it in for that. The other thing to note, this is all city driving, but you can see 6 hours, 10 minutes of trip time. I've gone 74 miles. My fuel tank is right about halfway, and I have 60 miles range left. Well, it went up, 61. Idling is actually better than driving in this car. That's funny. But 7 miles per gallon city driving. I'm not gonna lie and say that I drive like an old granny, but I drove pretty much the same way in my Challenger, and I was seeing probably about 13, 12 to 13 under the exact same driving conditions. It's still only 485 miles, so maybe something to do with braking. I don't think so, because I mean I'm past the points where it said go gentle. I'm at the point where I think it says full range of RPMs, and try not to keep it at a steady RPM on the highway. But I should probably check that. The manual was quite elaborate and a lot of stuff to remember, but I don't believe I was in the gentle driving stuff since 300 miles or so. But yeah, so not the best fuel economy. Highway wise, I think I got 20 under normal conditions, and that might have been in sport mode. I'm not sure, I don't remember. In sport mode disables MDS, which of course deactivates 4 cylinders. So obviously that would impact it a little bit. I think when I've tested that before on prior cars, it was worth about 2 to 3 miles per gallon. So figure 22, 23 under normal highway driving conditions. I think I was doing about 70, 75. If you do 60, 65, I'm sure you can get 25 plus on the highway, but I mean, that's tough. Get one of these cars and see if you can keep it to 60 miles an hour on the highway. Alright, well, I'm going to end this video, and when I find a good place to accelerate, I may just get on the highway for a second. I'll start a new one, splice them together, and then there you go. Alright. Hey everyone. So it does appear that my prior conclusion was sort of incorrect. Apparently I can record video on my phone while using Waze. I'm surprised. I just double tapped the power button to get into it, because you can't get into the screen, but either way, it's pretty cool. But again, you can't like access phone features, but that was one of the things I was worried about, though, was being able to take pictures while it was connected, just in case, you know, you wanted to, or whatever. So well, since I'm stopped, I will say this car is apparently much lower than my Challenger, or longer before the wheels, because even going very slow over little dips or drainage things, which there are lots of in Florida, we get a lot of heavy rains, it seems to scrape. I gotta check to see if it actually is or it was my imagination, but full-size car like that, it's crazy. It's 400 pounds, something like that. Nuts. So it should be saying I'm not shifting manually because I'm holding a phone, but I normally do drive this in manual mode. It is, it's brilliant. It's so much fun. You hold it to a higher gear. It's probably faster on the automatic. Doesn't feel as fun because it's shifting, you know, to be smooth and quick. So you get, feels like 1,000 RPMs an upshift, whereas you can hold it till 3.5, 4. It might shift at 3. On its own, you know, just because I mean, like I said, I'm sure it's faster. It's doing it to maximize acceleration, and to make smooth shifting. So I don't know if I'm going to get another chance to give you an acceleration. I will pull over at some point and do some revs, and while stopped, I'll try and prop the camera up behind the car, give that a shot. So. Alright guys, so I think that about covers everything that I have for you today, at least. You can see that exhaust, I got the exhaust clip. It only revs to, I think, 4,000, maybe 4,500 in park. It won't let you go any higher than that. The car itself redlines at, I think, 6,500 maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's either one of those, I don't know. But it does not let you go the full range in park. It didn't let my other two Dodges do that either. They were the same sort of limit. So it is what it is. But still a good sound. Alright guys.